Let me ask you something before we go any further. How many shoes are sitting in your closet right now? Go on, count them in your head. I already know the number is higher than you want to say out loud.
10,
15, maybe more. And yet, almost every single morning, you stand in front of that closet, you look at every one of those beautiful shoes, and you say the same 4 words. I have nothing to wear. Not nothing for your body. Nothing for your feet. Because half of those shoes only work with one outfit, and that outfit is at the cleaners, or it doesn't sit right anymore, or the occasion simply never comes. So those shoes just sit there, gorgeous and untouched, waiting for a moment that keeps not arriving. Sound familiar? Here is what I know to be true about women over 50. You have taste. You have always had taste. But somewhere between building a career, raising a family, and holding everything together, nobody ever sat you down and said, these are the shoes that work with everything you already own. The shoes that get you dressed in 5 minutes. The shoes that make a simple outfit look expensive. The shoes that make people ask where you're going, when you're not going anywhere special at all. Today, I'm sitting you down for exactly that conversation. 7 shoes. Every outfit. Every occasion. Every single time. Stay with me because shoe number 5 is the one most women over 50 are completely overlooking, and it is about to become the pair you reach for more than any other. Welcome to Elegant Style 50+, the place where women over 50 come to dress with intention, with elegance, and with the full understanding that your most stylish years are not behind you. They're happening right now. If you're new here, go ahead and hit subscribe before we even get started, because this community exists for women who are finished guessing, finished settling, and finally ready to dress like the woman they've always known themselves to be. Turn your notifications on too, because week after week, we are building a complete blueprint for aging gracefully, dressing beautifully, and living a genuinely luxurious, self-assured life after 50.
now.
7 shoes. Let's begin. Before we get into the list, there is one thing I need you to hear because it changes everything else we cover today. Most women over 50 don't struggle with shoes because of bad taste. They struggle because they've been shopping for occasions instead of shopping for versatility. A gorgeous heel bought for one wedding. A specific sandal bought for one vacation, worn once, and never seen again. Shoes bought the way you'd buy decorations, for a single moment, a single purpose. And then you're standing in front of a full closet with nothing, somehow, to put on your feet. The shift I want you to make today is simple. Stop shopping for occasions. Start shopping for your wardrobe. A shoe that works with everything you own is worth 10 shoes that only work with one thing. And the 7 I'm about to walk you through were chosen because they are the connectors, the bridges, the pieces that tie an entire wardrobe together and make every outfit feel finished. There's a second thing I want to name directly because I know it's already on your mind. Comfort. Some of you have been told, or have quietly told yourselves, that after 50, comfort has to win and style has to lose. That beautiful shoes belong to younger women. That you've earned your years in heels, and now it's flats only, sensible only, function over everything. I want to be clear before we go one step further. That is not true, and today is going to prove it. Shoe number 1. The nude block heel. And when I say nude, I mean it precisely because for far too long, the fashion industry decided nude meant one pale beige tone that flatters almost nobody. That is not the nude we're talking about. Your nude is the shade that disappears against your own skin, the color that makes your leg look like it simply continues into the shoe without a visible break. For deep, rich skin tones, that might be chocolate brown, warm caramel, or deep cognac. For medium tones, a warm tan or toffee. For fair skin, a soft blush or sand. The goal is always the same. The shoe should extend the leg, never interrupt it. And the block heel specifically, we are not talking stiletto, we are not talking a narrow pencil heel that demands total concentration and turns every sidewalk into a small emergency. We're talking a block heel, wide, stable, grounded, somewhere between 1.5 and 2.5 inches. High enough to elongate the leg. Wide enough to let you walk with total confidence and stand for hours without your feet staging a rebellion. Why does this shoe go with everything? A nude block heel in your correct tone is essentially invisible. It adds no color, no pattern, no visual weight. It simply lengthens the leg and elevates the outfit. Wear it under an empire waist dress, and the leg line runs beautifully to the floor. Wear it with wide-leg trousers, and it peeks out at the hem like a well-placed piece of punctuation. Wear it under a midi skirt, and that skirt suddenly looks 3 times its price. Wear it with jeans and a blazer, and you look like a woman with somewhere important to be. When you shop, look for a cushioned insole, non-negotiable, a closed toe for year-round wear, a leather or quality faux leather upper that holds its shape, and a base that is genuinely wide and flat, never tapered. The affirmation for this shoe. Every step you take in it says, I did not come here to disappear. I came here to arrive, and there is a difference. Tell me in the comments, what is your nude? What shade actually matches your skin? I want to hear it, because this is a conversation that's long overdue. Shoe number 2. The white leather sneaker. I can already feel a few of you preparing your objections. Sneakers, in a fashion video, for a woman over 50? Yes. Completely yes. And here's why this isn't up for debate. The white leather sneaker is one of the most powerful tools in any wardrobe right now for every age, every size, every style personality. It has crossed over so completely from athletic wear into high fashion that you'll see it on runways, on style icons in their 70s, on the most elegantly dressed women in every major city on earth. This shoe says, I am not trying to impress you. I already am. Why does it go with everything? White is a true neutral, exactly like black, exactly like nude. It doesn't clash with color, doesn't compete with print, doesn't fight your silhouette. Under a flowing floral midi dress, it looks modern and intentional. Under wide-leg linen trousers, it looks like something lifted from a Paris street-style page. Under a shift dress with a blazer, it says you know exactly what you're doing. Under simple dark jeans and a crisp white shirt, it's effortless in the way only genuinely stylish women manage. Shop for a leather or quality leather look upper, never canvas or mesh, a clean silhouette without excess branding, a cushioned sole that supports a full day, and laces kept bright white always. The moment they turn gray, replace them. Look for the classic low-top court silhouette, clean and quiet, the kind of shoe that looks exactly the same in 5 years as it does today. A tiered maxi dress with a white sneaker is one of the most effortlessly chic combinations in modern style. A tailored suit with a white sneaker underneath is power dressing for a woman with nothing left to prove. A silk blouse, wide-leg trousers, and this sneaker is the uniform of a woman who travels well and reads well. The affirmation. You are not dressing down. You are dressing free. And a woman free in her choices is the most stylish woman in any room. If you never expected a sneaker to make this list, tap that like button because we are only getting started. Shoe number 3. The pointed toe flat. This is the shoe that changed everything for women who love elegance, but whose feet have earned real comfort. If you don't own a pair yet, that changes today. Here's the magic. A pointed toe creates the visual illusion of length, elongating the foot and, by extension, the leg, in a way a rounded toe simply cannot. It gives you the leg-lengthening effect of a heel with the groundedness of a flat. It may be the single greatest compromise in the history of women's shoes. In a neutral tone, black, nude, cognac, or a soft metallic gold or silver, this shoe is extraordinarily versatile. It peeks from beneath trousers and makes the leg look longer and more tailored. Under a midi dress or skirt, it keeps the silhouette elegant. Under a shift dress, it stays clean and polished without adding height. Under wide-leg jeans, it is genuinely stunning. Look for a true point, not a soft almond shape, a leather or quality suede upper, a thin but cushioned insole, and a low vamp cut across the foot to maximize that lengthening line. Own one in black for year-round wear, one in your correct nude for that same leg-extending effect, and one in gold or bronze for evenings when you want shimmer without a heel. A black pointed flat under white wide-leg trousers is quietly sophisticated. A cognac pair under a flowing floral dress bridges casual and polished. A gold pair beneath a simple little black dress makes the whole look feel considered. The affirmation: comfort and elegance were never opposites. They are two things you've always deserved together, and this shoe finally understands that. I want to pause the list for a moment, because there's a conversation happening in dressing rooms and living rooms everywhere, and I want to interrupt it directly. A woman over 50 picks up a beautiful shoe. A heel, a sleek flat, a chic loafer. She tries it on. It looks wonderful. And then someone, a daughter, a friend, a salesperson, sometimes her own inner voice says, "Is that really appropriate for your age?" Or, "Wouldn't something more sensible suit you better?" Or the one that stings most: that's a young woman's shoe. Hear me clearly. There is no such thing as a young woman's shoe. There is only a shoe that fits, that flatters, and that lets the woman wearing it feel like the fullest version of herself. For decades, fashion has quietly told women over 50 to move toward sensible, toward invisible, toward shoes that whisper instead of speak. And what that has produced is closets full of shoes that are perfectly adequate and entirely joyless. You did not come this far in life to wear joyless shoes. You wear what makes you stand taller. You wear what makes you smile when you glance down. And if anyone has an opinion about that, they're welcome to wear their own shoes. Back to the list, because we still have 4 more, and they only get better. Shoe number 4. The loafer. This shoe is having its greatest moment in fashion history, and women over 50 are positioned to wear it better than anyone, because the loafer was built for a woman who has arrived. A woman who doesn't try hard, who walks into a room and owns it before saying a word. This shoe says, "I am not dressed for you. I am dressed for myself." And that quiet, self-possessed energy is the most stylish thing a woman can wear. The loafer sits in that rare middle ground between formal and casual, which is exactly why it works across nearly every dress code. Look for the classic penny loafer, structured and timeless. The horsebit loafer, with just enough gold hardware to feel rich. The platform loafer, giving lift without a heel and currently one of the most fashion-forward shoes available. Or an embellished loafer with a tassel or buckle for something more personal. Leather is the gold standard here, holding shape and aging beautifully. A velvet loafer for evening is quietly luxurious. A suede loafer in warm autumn tones is deeply elegant. Pair a loafer with wide-leg trousers and a silk blouse for the uniform of impeccable taste. Pair it with a pleated midi skirt and a fitted turtleneck for effortless sophistication. Own it in cognac or tan for maximum versatility, black for year-round polish, a rich burgundy or forest green for presence, or, if you're feeling bold, a metallic gold that turns a simple outfit into an occasion. The affirmation: you did not spend 50+ years becoming this woman to walk into a room apologetically. This shoe does not apologize, and neither do you. Shoe number 5. The kitten heel. This is the one I told you not to miss. If you've dismissed it as too old-fashioned, too quiet, look again, because the kitten heel is one of the great comeback stories in modern fashion, and it belongs on the feet of every woman over 50. A kitten heel sits between 1 and 1.5 inches. Lower than a standard heel, but still present. Enough to elongate the leg and shift your posture, low enough to wear all day, walk uneven ground, and get in and out of a car without a second thought. It is the heel that fits around your life instead of rearranging it. It carries a refinement a block heel doesn't have, and a comfort a stiletto could never offer. It moves from a formal evening dress to tailored trousers to a silk midi skirt without missing a step. Look for a pointed toe kitten heel for maximum elegance, a softly rounded toe for something more romantic, a backless mule kitten heel for ease, or a strappy version for summer evenings. In leather or patent, it's endlessly wearable. In suede, in camel or burgundy or forest green, it's exceptionally sophisticated. In gold or silver metallic, it becomes the one evening shoe that goes with every dress you own. Pair it with a color block dress and stop there. Nothing else needed. Pair it with a wrap dress in a complementary tone for pure elegance. Pair it with wide-leg trousers, a fitted blouse, and gold jewelry, a combination that has never once failed. Or under a simple black dress with pearl earrings, one of the most timeless, ageless looks that exists. The affirmation. You are no longer choosing between comfort and beauty. You are choosing both because you have always deserved both, and it is long past time you stopped settling for less. If you're not subscribed to Elegant Style 50 Plus yet, do it now because the last two shoes on this list are ones you'll be reaching for immediately. Shoe number 6. The strappy flat sandal. This is your summer shoe, your holiday shoe, your terrace lunch and outdoor wedding shoe. Done right in the right material and width, it is one of the most effortlessly beautiful things a woman can put on her feet. But there's a version that works and a version that doesn't, and the difference is entirely in the details. Look for thin but sturdy straps in genuine leather or quality metallic, a flat sole with a softly cushioned footbed, and straps that cross the foot rather than simply wrapping the ankle, which creates visual interest and holds the foot securely. A toe ring or simple ankle strap adds a final touch of elegance. Avoid thick, heavy straps that widen the foot visually, overly embellished designs competing with themselves, rubber soles that read athletic instead of elegant, and any strap that cuts across the widest part of the foot. A gold strappy sandal is, without question, the most versatile warm weather shoe you can own. Gold works with every color, every print, every neutral, adding warmth wherever it sits. Under a tiered maxi dress, it takes zero effort and delivers maximum impact. Under wide-leg linen trousers, it looks considered, even though it took none. Own it in gold for year-round warm weather, tan or cognac leather for daytime, silver for cooler tones or evenings, and a rich jewel tone, deep teal, burgundy, cobalt, when you want the shoe itself to be part of the conversation. And because this shoe puts your feet forward, let it motivate the pedicure too. A rich color, burgundy, plum, deep red, or a classic nude, finishes the look in a way bare nails simply cannot. Under an emerald wrap dress, this sandal is one of the most striking combinations in fashion. Under a flowing ivory maxi dress, it's vacation perfection. With linen trousers, a silk cami, and gold jewelry, it's the complete summer look. The affirmation. Your feet have carried you through more than 50 years of living, every mile, every hard day, every beautiful one. They deserve to be adorned, not hidden. Shoe number 7. The ankle boot. This is the shoe that carries your wardrobe from 3 seasons into 4. It hits at or just above the ankle bone, never a full knee-high boot, just that perfect cropped length that adds structure and intention to whatever sits above it. It creates a clean line that makes the leg above it look longer and more defined. Under straight or wide-leg trousers, it peeks out at the hem and anchors the whole look. Under a midi dress or skirt, it creates a modern break at the hem. Under dark jeans, it's effortless polish. Under a shift dress with tights, it's one of the most put-together looks you can build. Choose a block heel ankle boot between 1 and 2 inches for your most versatile option. A completely flat ankle boot for casual days and maximum comfort. Or a kitten heel ankle boot, combining the refinement of shoe number 5 with real structure. Black leather is the non-negotiable foundation, working with everything you own. Cognac or tan brings warmth and pairs beautifully with earth tones and jewel tones. Burgundy doubles as an accessory in its own right for autumn. Gray suede suits those in-between weather days. Look for a side zip for easy wear, a padded ankle collar, a cushioned insole, and a sole with real grip. A black ankle boot under black wide-leg trousers with a camel coat and gold jewelry is one of the most elegant cold weather combinations available to any woman at any age. A cognac boot under a rust or mustard midi dress with a brown belt is effortlessly autumnal. A burgundy boot under dark indigo jeans, a cream silk blouse, and pearl earrings is the kind of outfit that stops people on the street. The affirmation: you are not dressing for the cold. You are dressing for every season because you are a woman who shows up fully, no matter the weather outside. 7 shoes, 7 solutions, 7 reasons to never stand in front of your closet feeling lost again. Let's bring it home. The nude block heel. Invisible, elongating, endlessly versatile. The white leather sneaker. The modern power move that works from a maxi dress to a blazer. The pointed toe flat, elegant, leg lengthening, genuinely comfortable. The loafer, the shoe of a woman with nothing left to prove. The kitten heel, the perfect balance of beauty and real life. The strappy flat sandal, your warm weather essential in gold. And the ankle boot, carrying your wardrobe through every season with sharp, structured elegance. These were never random choices. Each one earns its place because it multiplies the rest of your wardrobe. One shoe that works with 10 outfits is worth more than 10 shoes that each work with one. That's not just style wisdom. That's life wisdom, and at this point in your life, you already know the difference. Here's your challenge this week. Look at these 7 shoes. Count how many you already own. If it's fewer than 4, it's time to shop, not for an occasion, but for your wardrobe, for the woman who opens her closet every morning and reaches for exactly what she needs, without hesitation and without doubt, because that woman exists. She is not a younger version of you. She is simply the version of you who knows what works, owns what works, and wears it with the full confidence of a woman who has lived enough to understand that life is too short for uncomfortable shoes and too beautiful for joyless ones. You have earned beautiful, you have earned comfortable, and you have absolutely earned both at once. If this video opened your eyes to a shoe you'd written off or never considered, tap that like button right now. Tell me in the comments which of these 7 you're buying first, or which one surprised you most. I genuinely want to know. Share this with your sister, your best friend, your daughter, your mother, because every woman over 50 in your life deserves a wardrobe that works for her from the ground up. Subscribe to Elegant Style 50+ if you haven't already, and turn on your notifications, because we're building a community of women crafting wardrobes that reflect exactly who they are now, not who they used to be, and never who anyone else told them to be. And tell me, where are you watching from? Drop your city in the comments, because this community stretches across the entire world, and every one of us is stepping out in style. Until next time, stay radiant, stay grounded, and stay dressed from head to toe like the elegant, self-assured, absolutely ageless woman you are. Women over 50 don't slow down. We simply get better shoes. I'll see you in the next one.